Hi Facebook, this is Heather from Nima. I'm the Director of Communications here, and it's Tuesday, so it's time for another Team Tuesday, and today I'm here with Aliza. She's our Finance and Operations Manager technically, but we call her our Khaleesi, the Mother of Dragons, because she pretty much does anything and everything that you would want at Nima. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Besides being Khaleesi, give us an idea of what you do on a daily basis at Nima.
Let's see, I do a lot of finance stuff. I'm kind of the mother of the office as well, so I take care of all the kids and the children, make sure that they're fed, make sure that we have all the dietary restrictions taken care of.
It's no easy feat.
No. It's good though. Yeah, but a lot of finance, cash, everything that goes into that, the fun stuff. So
food and money, that's like two of my favorite things.
Mine too.
So what were you doing before Nima?
Before Nima, I worked at a catering company, actually. I was an account manager. I worked there for about a year and a half. It was connecting like local vendors to startups around the area. And before that, I had come from DC, and I was working for a nonprofit who did HIV, STI prevention for youth around the area.
Gotcha. And so it sounds like you have a little bit of food in your background.
Food and health.
Is that what drew you to Nima? Why did you decide to join us?
Absolutely. I mean, coming from a nonprofit in DC that especially is very like local centric and very public health oriented, I needed a mission driven company. So Nima for me is perfect. I mean, it's a perfect marriage of health and wellness. It's an interesting new feat for me working for a product oriented company. And yeah, it's what I wanted, mission driven.
Awesome. And so I know personally that you have a few food intolerances, and you've kind of come a long way in the last few years trying to figure out what you might be able to tolerate and what not. Can you share your food identity?
Yeah, sure. So backing up a little bit, I was raised a vegetarian, so I kind of migrated to eating meat around 18 years old. And then around 19, I found out I was intolerant to gluten, to egg, lactose intolerant, and then a slew of other random things. So since then, I've kind of phased certain things out, brought in others. I think in general, I eat very healthy. I mean, I go to the farmer's market all the time. I've actually slowly started to bring gluten back into my diet. I call it gluten Sundays. Is
that gluten on ice cream Sundays or day of the week?
Day of the week.
Okay.
Day of the week. I'm not an ice cream person. I'm more of a pizza person from New Jersey.
Well, there you go.
So still gluten intolerant, still egg intolerant, but like trying to phase it back in and see if it works.
And so you've used Nima quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Either in the area or when you're traveling. What's maybe one of your favorite gluten-free places in San Francisco or Oakland, Berkeley?
Ooh, gluten-free places. So let's see. I recently went to this restaurant called Alamar. It's in Oakland. They do seafood boil, and it's really, really good stuff. I'm actually going there tonight, so maybe that's why it's fresh on my brain. But I was super excited last time because I tested the butter and the sauce. It was like a Romesco butter sauce, and I was like, ooh, that could be
tricky.
Yeah, or maybe Romanesco, whichever one could potentially have the breadcrumbs. Yeah. And I was really, really nervous about it, and I tested it, and it was gluten-free, so I was like, going back
tonight. That's awesome. So if you had to choose one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Absolutely, hands down, tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, just eat it like an apple, or anything?
Like in Lord of the Rings, boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew.
Nice. Yeah. What's one of your favorite recipes to make with tomatoes?
I mean, being Italian, I just love making lasagna, gluten-free lasagna actually. But I do the homemade sauce, cook it all day. Really just squeeze those tomatoes, hand peel them, hand everything. Yeah.
Well, I've had your cooking, and I know it's phenomenal. So thanks for joining us today. Again, this is Team Tuesday with Aliza. We'll be back next week Tuesday with another one of our team members. Thanks for joining.